Welcome to Tower Gardening Made Easy, and I'm Sherry. If you're new here to this channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you'd be willing to tap that button below and join our community and make it grow, that would be wonderful. All right, guys, let's get right into it today. So I did a video a couple of days ago about the boom room and some maintenance and an update on the blue oysters that I said I'll probably be the beginning of the week. Well, today is Monday, and they are ready. So like I said, mushrooms do really well overnight, and they do magical things. And part of the oyster family, they grow really fast and intense. So you have to keep your eye on them. They'll double in size on you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring everything upstairs into the kitchen, and we're going to go ahead and take the blue oysters off the substrate and let you take a really close look as to what they look like and how big they got. So let's go. All right, welcome back, guys. So here they are. I mean, it's amazing how fast these grew. Now, if you watch the other video, and I will post it right here, you're going to see the progress pictures of what we did over last week. So within a week's time, they went from just a little bubble on the substrate to little stems, and then the stems got a little bit bigger, and then the veils just kind of blew out. So I looked at them yesterday, and I said to myself, they're ready. And I was a little nervous to go to bed last night because I'm like, I know when I turn the lights out and close the door where they are, these guys will take off and double in size. So I would say maybe not double this round, this particular mushroom, but I would say pretty darn close. So as you can see in one of the veils right here, there's a little bit of rip. So I think we caught them just in time because you don't want them to roll over and then they just literally fall off the substrate. So we don't want to do that. So now we're going to go ahead, just take a good look at these and how beautiful and just magical looking they are. I mean, it's almost too pretty to eat, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead. I have this little white bowl here, and we're going to go ahead and just start to remove some of the paper. And I'm going to try to do this off in one big hunk. I may have to take a little bit over here. Yeah, they're ready. They're coming right off. Look at that. Look at that goodness. Just amazing. And a couple over here. And the smell is really nice. It's very earthy. All right, so let's go ahead and just get a little, I can feel it in the front. Here we go. Here we go. Yep, look at that. They almost look like calla lilies, but there we go. Okay, so there's the bottom of the substrate, and that is a lot of food. That is a lot of mushroom. This one thing we're going to do right now is we're going to weigh them, because I'm really curious as to what the weight is on these, because most mushrooms in the grocery store, like these exotic, they only sell them at about 1 ounce. So I'm curious to see what the weight is. So let's go ahead and put them over here. And we're going to go ahead and just take that. We'll get rid of that. And so with this guy, with the block, we're going to go ahead and take this plastic off, and we're going to rewrap it. So just hang on to that for 1 second. I'm going to get a second bowl because this is my food scale. And I want to make sure that the measurement is accurate. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bowl on and tear it out to 0. So now I'm going to transfer all of this loveliness into the bowl that's on the food scale. I wish this camera could dip down, but it doesn't. So okay, here we go. So here's the majority of it, and then that little extra. Are you ready for this? Okay. Again, like I said before, the average store on exotic mushrooms, they package them in about 1 to 2 ounces. There is 22.3 ounces of exotic mushrooms. So I want you guys to remember that, because I have a video that's going to come up very soon, and it's going to break down the cost of what 1 ounce is versus 22.3. I don't know if, nope, it won't let me. But I really want you guys to see this, so I'm going to pull you a little bit closer. And I'm going to do this so you can actually see that it really is 23, oops, 22.3. Okay, so I had to lower the camera just a little bit so that you could see what's going on with the fruiting block. So I'm going to go ahead and take my saran wrap and I'm just going to lay it out on my island like so. I'm going to take my fruiting block and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the paper that's on here. It's just a little gross. So I'm just cutting around it just to make it easy. And you try not to touch the fruiting block with your hands if you can. You want to keep it as sterile as possible, but I get it, eventually you're going to have to touch it. You can either use rubber gloves or not. So I'm just going to try to ease this off a little bit. And it's a little slippery. There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to move that over to the plastic dish. Okay, so here we go. Just need to wipe my hands. Hold on. All right, it's a little messy. Ew, grody. All right, so I'm going to take this out because I think it'll just be faster. So what you want to do, this is where the fruit was, okay? The oysters that are over here in the dish. Right there, passing by. All right, so what I've learned is that you want to wrap this as tightly as possible. So go ahead and just bring this side up, smooth it out, and just, you want it as airtight as possible. So bring your sides together, kind of like you're wrapping a gift, which, you know what, it's a gift to yourself. How about that? And then just kind of go around, make it tight. Saran wrap is awesome because it really does give you that stretch and pull. So I'm going to do one more. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swivel this, and the beauty of it is it sticks. Okay, and make sure that your working surface is clean. And again, you don't really want the substrate to touch anything. You want to keep it sterile. So keep it airtight, coming around, fold in those sides. There we go. Okay, and that's pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and give it a little cut. I'm going to smooth it all together. Okay. So this is going to go into my refrigerator right behind me for 24 hours. I'm going to give a little cold shock. Now, when you take it out, this is where the blue oysters were pulled from. So you can kind of see where it was. When I pull it out, I'm probably going to go upside down because look at that. That's all nice and fresh substrate. And I'm going to drive a knife this way and drive a knife this way. And I'm going to peel it back and I'm going to put it back into the Martha tent. And probably in, I would say 2 weeks, I will get a second crop. Now, not as big as the first. Like we said, we was 23.3 ounces. So if I got maybe even 11 ounces, I would be happy with that. And then we will do this again for a third. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you in the next video.